Well, hey, Architectural Digest. Oh, wait, not quite there yet. Maybe on the next one. But come on in anyway. So welcome to the formal. Donald has actually used this couch more than we have, because nobody ever sits in this room. But if I did sit in this room, this would be the couch to sit on. Oh. A lot of you commented on how the house looked and said it was cold, didn't feel like a home. When we made the previous video, we were trying to get something together because it had been a minute. It was taking us a long time to get the house finished. We had a little hiccup. And so we had to pull the basement apart and then rebuild it again. And so we were conscious of time, but now it's a little bit more like a home. We got the rugs in, got the cushions in. It's feeling a little bit warmer and fuzzier. Hopefully you all are happier now, you know, like I'm doing the best I can over here. This is just a great room for hanging out. We did the big sliding door because we wanted the view. We wanted to be able to open this bad boy in the summertime and just have it feel like it's just going in and out, part of the house, all that kind of good stuff. So there's a lot of wood in the house. We use white oak on the floor, but for the, you know, the trim, the columns, the slat walls, all this kind of stuff, we actually use solid ash. We found a sawmill that was willing to work with us. We didn't want to just do veneers and hollow stuff or kind of laminates. We wanted real wood that was solid. And so all this is solid wood, like 1 inch thick, 2 inch thick, that kind of stuff. Some of y'all have been hating on my lattices. And I don't know why, because if you pay attention, we've got this diagonal kind of lattice thing going on over here. And we also have it going on the door in the kitchen and the kitchen window. So we were trying to tie a little bit of a theme in. And the other thing is when you stand where I'm standing right now and you look up at the balcony, oh, actually, let's go this way a little bit and we'll take a better look. So as we laid the house out, there's a lot of vertical bars, right? Because we've got a ton of railings. The landing goes all the way across the house and it's a big house, so it's a big landing. The railings go across both sides. We've got the slat walls that are vertical. And we wanted to break that up with something a little bit more unique. You know, too many straight lines is just too much vertical. And I thought the lattices looked really cool. And they were like handmade. Those guys, I don't know, they must have spent a week solid, like 2 of them almost, putting those things together piece by piece by piece. So it's a work of art. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you, but I like it and it's my house. So thank you very much. Let's move on. Quick little timeout. Of course, the DHL guy comes when we start filming. It's literally like 4:15 on a Friday afternoon. We waited to the end of the day, trying to not get disturbed. The dog barks, the cat's in the house, the DHL guy's outside. And I don't know what he's doing, but apparently he's taking a sweet, merry time, so. Dude, rocking the AirPods Max. Maybe I should be a DHL driver. So this, can't tell you what's in there, but what I can tell you is this relates to season 2, which we haven't announced yet, but we are working on. And you better hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. You better go follow me on Instagram. In fact, you should just Google Mike Thacker, me, @RealMikeThacker, and just like follow me on everything and help me out a little bit, okay? Because I need a few more followers and subscribers. Season 2, that's all I can say, dude. It's gonna be amazing. Well, come on. We'll make our way through the house. So over here is my office or my study. You've seen it if you've seen some of the previous videos. Again, went with the solid ash on the ceiling. We did the nice vault. Remember, this is where the fire started. So if you haven't been watching the whole series, kind of right about here is where the spray machine was that exploded as they were working this room with the lacquer, and this all took off. The original gable did not look like this. We added windows. It was 3 windows, 2 smaller ones and a larger one in the middle. Typical 90s, you know, rounded tops, all that kind of thing. I wanted to straighten them off and I wanted some natural light. I wanted the views. I wanted to be able to see the hills of Tennessee and I wanted to be able to look at the backyard. And so this is what we did. And this is the most comfortable office chair on earth, and you can't buy them because I stole it from my office space in Houston, Texas. So if you live in Houston and you need somewhere to work, come check out worklodge.com because you can sit in one of these chairs too. And if you don't, then I can't help you. Okay, I'm not going into the office chair business. But this is where it happens. This is my fancy desk. I hope you like it. Thank you, Restoration Hardware. More than a few things came from that store. This is one of them. I've always liked this burl inlaid kind of finish. And I almost bought quite a few things in this finish, but we didn't want to overdo it. It's probably the biggest desk I've ever had. It's definitely the fanciest desk I've ever had. I just wish there was like a grommet for my wires to go through so they don't have to go down the side of the desk, and I could have made them look a little bit prettier because I like things to look clean and simple. And yeah, that's my only request, Mr. Restoration. And then we'll head over here to the bedroom. So this is kind of like the grown-up wing of the house. Here's a picture of me and Linda when we were married for 26 years. And if you look at the text, this is actually all the lyrics from Shania Twain's song, You're Still the One, because we're sweethearts and softies like that. And occasionally I can be romantic. What's interesting is it was our 30th wedding anniversary 2 days ago. And tomorrow we're flying to Vegas to go and see Shania Twain. Welcome to the bedroom. This is close to how it looked, I think, on the previous video. Kind of finished off. You got to have the cushions, right? So we got that finished off. Got the rug in. Obviously, sliding door goes straight out to the backyard, which was just, again, we wanted the views, we wanted the light. Dude, it looks windy out there. But I'm just gonna go put that down before it blows over. You'll notice the big chandelier here. We actually bought this light, also Restoration Hardware. I've learned that it's better to spend money on good lights than it is to buy not so good lights. So we kind of blew the budget on this one. I'm not going to tell you what it cost, but it's the most expensive light I've ever bought, including my office spaces where we have spent thousands of dollars on lights. But we bought this for the family room. We wanted a big feature light. Then we decided we're actually going to do a feature ceiling in the family room. And I didn't want to put the light under the ceiling and bring too many layers down. And because it's the most expensive light that I've ever bought, did I mention that? We couldn't part with it. And so I said, you know what? I think I would like to wake up to this every single day. So we framed it with the wood. We did the dark color on the ceiling to really let it pop at nighttime in the room when it's kind of moody and not too lit. This thing just, yeah, it looks pretty good. And the view from the bed is awesome. So let me just show you. Yeah, it works. So we've got the his and hers toilets going on over here. The bathroom, I think we've shown off quite a lot. I think we've got a whole video on the tiles, so you can go back and watch that. We wanted the oversized shower. Obviously got the tub in the wet room. This is all Kohler, so thank you, Mr. Kohler. This is the statement range. It's called a brushed brass finish. It's a little bit of an extravagance, but when you splash it, you know, you buy nice stuff like that, you can get everything that matches. And that was something I was really worried about, is a lot of the time is what will happen is you'll buy some nice hardware here, but then you want to get your towel hanger, and because that company doesn't make one of these, you try and match the brushed brass or the gold or whatever, and it doesn't really match. And that just won't work for me either. So even down to the hardware knobs, we bought multiple samples of knobs. We wanted something simple here that would disappear because the beauty is the scallops. This is white oak, and we wanted this kind of scallop finish, so we wanted this to disappear. We didn't want like big handles or even something that goes all the way across, but we also needed this color to match this color to match this color, and even this color, because we've got a lot of it dotted around through the house. So if you're working on a home reno project, my advice would be, if you're gonna go with golds and brasses, like pick somebody that makes a lot of the stuff, as much of the stuff as you can find, and it'll make your life a whole lot easier. The knobs obviously weren't Kohler, but we got lucky, so it worked for me. So we started life with this mirror here and its twin over there on the big wall, and they look beautiful. They were the largest round ones we could get, and I really wanted round mirrors, and I wanted that kind of gold leaf to show. I can press this button. Oh, and it's nice and warm. I actually like the warm color better. The problem was they look small because the wall's so tall. And so what we decided was we would go with something that we can light up the front, we can light up the back, I can change these colors. I can kind of cycle through some warmer tones, which is nice. And then we've also got anti-fog, so this bathroom doesn't fog up because it's so big. And we don't have a door to the bedroom, so we don't really hold the steam in. But if we did, I could press this button and it would heat up the mirror and the steam would disappear. I thought it was kind of cool. You know, do I call it a smart mirror? Do I call it a heated mirror? I'll go with heated because the heated floors are amazing. If you've ever wondered about heated floors, oh my word. I have a little controller over here. I set it so it comes on in the morning and at night automatically, and it does this little thing. Right now I'm on 70 degrees, but at about 7, 8 p.m. tonight, that's gonna kick up, and it's gonna get a little bit toasty there under my toes, and it is the most beautiful feeling to stand at my sink and have my toes warm and toasty. I know it's a little thing, okay, but I like to be warm, and so it matters. So this is my favorite spot right here. This is my sink. And as we laid the room out, the windows were already in the room in the shower. I wanted a glass door so I could enjoy more of the natural light, but we had a small window on the wall there. I wanted the view, and everything about this house is natural light, right? So what we did is, we made it so I can stand and look in my mirror here, and I actually see the reflection of the window, so even though I'm looking in the mirror, I get the view. And then when I'm not looking in the mirror, I can still get the view so I can enjoy the most incredible sunsets. Tennessee, I don't know what you do, but your sunsets are way prettier than Texas, and they look amazing through this window. If we get a nice one tonight, I might be able to film it for you. If we don't, I might not be able to, okay? But take my word for it, they are magnificent, and they happen right there in my window, in my bathroom. Thank you very much, God, for making beautiful sunsets. Watching a pretty cool YouTube channel, you might want to subscribe at Real Mike Thacker. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. The family room, this is where we hang. Comfiest couch ever. Restoration Hardware Cloud. If you want a comfy couch, take my word for it. This thing, I have slept on this when I haven't felt well. I will sit on it most days of the week. Like, this is where I'm at. This couch, it will never leave my side. This couch and my bed are the comfiest things on earth and will go everywhere with me. Other than that, the rest of it kind of works. You know, got the views. Again, we added the windows here. If you remember, on the earlier videos, this was 3. We completely demoed this side of the house, even though it wasn't affected by the fire in the same way. And then we rebuilt all the gables so the gables would match. So that was a little bit of expense that, you know, could have been avoided, I guess, if we'd have been able to just reuse what was there. But I think it was needed to reshape the front. And we went with a gable with like a pitch roof instead of a hip roof. So the front elevation looks a lot nicer, in my opinion, a lot cleaner. And then we've got, you know, the magnolias outside. I got the views again, so I can see all the hills when I want to look out. Got some great ambient lighting here at night. Comfy leather armchairs if you want to kind of chill and hang out with some friends. Not sure what else I can tell you really on this one. It's just a great room. It's a nice size. It's a nice shape, very square. Went with the simple fireplaces. And yeah. Should we go check out the kitchen, or you want to hang and watch some more YouTube? I know it's an excessive pantry, okay, I get it. But I wanted to be able to see it. If this was all drywall and I could only see it through the doorway, that didn't make a lot of sense to me. And then this would have felt like a tunnel. So now, as I walk down here, I can see the natural view. I can see the trees, the sunshine, the lights coming in. I can see the pantry if somebody's working in there, little scullery kitchen, whatever you want to call it. And then obviously I got this beautiful natural light here in the kitchen. And oh look, diamonds. Remember what I was saying about the diamonds? There they are. And then we actually made some wood inserts to give us the same effect on the windows there at each side of the oven. So it's just a little thread that flows through the house. But you know, it meant a lot to me. But before we talk about the kitchen, let's talk about the pantry, because this is one of my favorite rooms. lot of y'all have commented about the Tiffany blue, okay? It could be Tiffany blue, but it's not. It's actually a blue that we saw, or we got the idea for, when we were in Vegas years ago. I mentioned Vegas a lot. You'd think I'm like a big gambler. I think I've gambled like 25 cents in my entire life on a slot machine, and other than that, never. But I like the pools, and I like the sunshine, and I like the food, and I like the shows. So we go to Vegas from time to time. Anyway, we were in the Bellagio, and there is a restaurant in the Bellagio whose name I cannot remember. However, tomorrow when I go to Vegas, I'm gonna go to that restaurant and check the name out so that I get it right. And the whole restaurant is this kind of turquoisey blue color. At least I hope it's this color, because this was the closest we could find to match it. So I'm also gonna do some color matching while I'm there and see how close I got. But that's where we got the idea from. It looked amazing. It was super high end, obviously. And I don't have Bellagio money, so this was like budget Bellagio color, but it came out real nice. You know, the shelves, the ambient lighting. We did the globes for the real lights, if you like. We got the double oven over here, so Thermador, gotta go with the nice appliances. We've got the fridge. Okay, this is not MTV Cribs, and I haven't organized it for y'all, but this is a secondary fridge. We've got a primary fridge in the main kitchen so we can overflow, and that way we don't have to do these honking great big columns that like dominate kitchens. I never understand that. You go look at these houses and they just have these like 6 foot wide fridge freezer things. Why do I want my kitchen to be dominated by an appliance? I don't want to see the appliances. Got a second dishwasher over here. It's a panel ready. It's hidden, it's invisible. I mean, if I could have got panels for these oven doors, I would have done that too, but I guess that's a fire risk, so you can't. I just don't want to see it. Did the quartz on the backsplash to go with the quartz countertop so that we've got a nice little book match there. If you probably can't see this really well on camera, but we tried to book match, right? That's what they call it. I think it is book matching, where you try and get the pattern to actually just flow straight. It's hard when there's like little bits of pattern. And then, in case you're wondering, this is my little fruits and vegetables kind of thing. So we did the grills, keep the airflow in them. I can see what's in them. And we just thought it'd be a cute idea to do something like that instead of just being all blue, blue, blue. So then we get to the kitchen. Hello, is it me you're looking for? Got the Gen Air here with the black inside fridge. I guess we're gonna show you some B-roll because you're not looking in my fridge right now. And then we wanted to go to the ceiling. We actually have elevated ceilings in here. So this is about 10 feet, I believe, and this is about 12. And we just thought, we've got a lot of counter space. We've got a scullery kitchen. I don't need just tons and tons of countertop everywhere. So we thought it'd be cool to do something like this. But you've got the appliance garage going on. So the coffee maker here sits on the quartz. So the countertop goes all the way underneath all the cabinets. So it's kind of like having a countertop space when you need it, but then I can hide everything away and I don't have to look at it. And I really should have the lights on. So we've got white oak on the cabinet doors. Obviously did the glass for the top so we can kind of do some ornaments and things and just have a little display area. Lots and lots of drawers all the way around. Small, medium, some big honking drawers over there. Went with the hideaway trash cans, the little spice racks. This one's a cute one. It's got tall slats in it for all your oven trays and things like that. And then on the other side, you got the classic spice rack where you can have all your spices and things. So they just kind of work. Got the big range, obviously. We did stucco on the hood. Wanted this stucco finish. It ties in so well with the stucco on the fireplace because we wanted minimal. Didn't want a big mantle here. I didn't want the fireplace to stick out and be a feature in the room. But we had the fireplace, we had the chimney, and we didn't want to just lose it. And so we wanted it to just kind of blend in a little bit more, and the color just helps it pop. And then, you know, straightforward stuff. Cola again. Mr. Cola, could you just sponsor me on the next video so I don't have to buy all this stuff? And then we'll shout about you even more. Everything works great. Nice water pressure. All that kind of fun stuff. The pull-outs. I mean, the usual things, right? Got the Thermador again. Little drawer microwave. Love that it's built in. Love that it's out of the way. I don't have to think about it or anything like that. Dishwasher on this side. Mission control, right? Like this is where the magic happens when it comes to the kitchen. It's a nice size for entertaining. Some people have kind of looked at the island and wondered, could we have gone bigger? So in our last home, we had a really deep island. It was so deep that I literally had to stretch like this to get to the middle of it. And so then when you're trying to clean it and stay on top of things, it's really hard. Then what happens is you put things in the middle and you just fill it with ornaments and junk, and it just doesn't look that clean. So when we built this, we actually purposefully went slightly narrower to make it just very functional, but also not have the island dominate the room, because this isn't the feature, right? I mean, it's just the island and the kitchen. Another interesting nugget, I don't know if we've talked about this or not, so we wanted a single piece slab. We didn't want to join in the middle of it. And so as we laid out the island and all the cabinetry, we got it to within about an inch of a jumbo slab. So you can get regular size slabs, which are big, and then jumbos, which are a little bit bigger. Well, you know, we forgot that we added a little bit of a curve on the two sides, and the curves took it about 1.5 inches longer than a jumbo slab, but we'd already installed the cabinets. Thankfully, the good folks we were working with at the granite place, who were awesome, they made some phone calls. They found some folks that had a super jumbo that was actually a couple of inches larger than standard. The slab wasn't out yet. It was going to be about 4 months before it was released, but they managed to pull some favors. Somebody drove somewhere to go get it, not sure where, and voila, we had a slab that fit, and I didn't have to have a join. Because if it was going to have a join, I could have made it way longer, you know? Other details that you probably noticed, got the reading going on. Got reading going on the doors under here. This is all storage, so I can open all these cupboards out. Just got the push to open, push to close. Got the bar stools. And then we went with the black dining table to just complement the dark colors on the hood and the fireplace. So 10 feet. We wanted a table that was big enough to be able to have folks around and over. 10 foot, single piece, no extensions, no expansions. Just a nice solid oak table and chairs. Again, thank you, Restoration Hardware. Restoration Hardware, you could sponsor us also. And then I could shout about your stuff some more, because I have a lot of it, but I had to pay for it all myself, and it's kind of expensive, and you know, we blew the budget a little bit. So that's pretty much the main level. You know, out to the patio here, if you want to go out, and then back over this way, we can go up the stairs or we can go down the stairs. We're going to head to the lower level, but that's going to be in next week's video, so stay tuned. No, it's not. Let me try one more time. So we're going to head down to the lower level here, because this is the staircase that goes there. It actually used to have a solid door because it wasn't finished and air conditioned and everything. We finished it out. So hit that subscribe button and notification bell, and when the next video drops, you're going to be able to come and check out the lower level with me. And until then, peace out, thanks for watching, and you all are amazing.